Welcome everyone. Today's our lecture topic is Introduction to Kaf Dosh. So first of all we see about the how the word kaf is derived. What is the utpatti and nirukti of the word kaf? So kaf is derived from the term slish alingane dhatu. Alinganarthak slish dhatu. Alingane means to embrace. Slishyate iti shleshma. So the entity which is responsible for the attachment and integrity is called as a uh, shleshma. So here the cuff may be termed as a shleshma and as well as a cuff. So cuff, the shleshma word is derived from the shlesh alingane, which is responsible for the attachment and integrity. Means it is responsible to bind two or more entity with each other. So which is provide the glueness effect or which is provide the stickiness effect in between the two or more entities. And next derivation for the cuff, the Kane Jelen Falati Nispadete iti cuff. So the entity which is produced and nourished by the Jal Mahabhuta, which is having a Somya Guna, which is termed as a cuff. So these are the two main derivation of the shleshma as well as the kaf dos. So what is the meaning of this derivation? So kaf is responsible for the provide the stickiness, attachment, glueness effect, and which is responsible for the growth, development, and as well as the provide the stability in the body. So it is about the derivation. So, coming on to the Panchabodhi composition, as we all know that each and every aspect is composed of the five main elements. So, on the basis of the dominancy, it may be recognized or it may be identified in such a biological form. So, coming on to the cuff, so cuff dosh is basically composed by the Panchamahabhut, but with the dominancy of the Ambu Prithvi. Ambu Prithvi means that is Prithvi and Jal Mahabhut. These are the two element which are found dominantly in the Shleshma or Kaf Dos. So it is about the derivation and Panchamahabhuti composition of the Kaf Dos. So on the basis of this Panchamahabhuta dominance, it possesses specific properties or attributes or characters. They are the Guru, Sit, Murdu, Snigna, Madhur, Sthir, Pichil, Kleshmana, Prasamyanti, Prutgune, Guna. It is from the Charak. So, Guru, Sit, Murdu, Snigna, Madhur, Sthir, Pichil. These are the main attributes of the Kapha dosh. So, whenever we intake the food or regimen or entity which is opposite to these attributes, they subside the kapha dosha. Whenever we intake the more and more such a same similar attributes food and diet regimen, so the it may aggravate the kapha dosha. So there is a need to consume the proper amount of this kapha attribute related diet regimen to maintain the normalcy in our body. So coming on to this guna, so what about the guru guna? Guru means the heaviness or physical mass. So the quality which is responsible for the force of gravity. So substance possess the high molecular weight like mass or godum. So these are the some of the example of the guru gun. Guru means that which has a heavy, which are in heavy in nature, so which are a high molecular weight. Guru Guna act as a Vatahar and Kaphavardhak, reduce the Vat and aggravate the Kaph. It nourishes the all the Dhatu. It increase Mala and undergoes the Guru Pak. Guru Pak means that it is difficult to digest. So Guru Guna Dravya is need to take the less amount to proper digestion because it is difficult to digest. Next is Sita Guna. Sita Guna means that is the provide the cold effect. The Sita Guna which reduce the body temperature or maintain the body temperature. So this Sita Guna is responsible for the providing the mental satisfaction or coolness, mental stability, and it also cause the urination process, and it is provide the cold effect, and it is reduce the body temperature. Chandan, Usir are the example of the some of the example of the Sita Guna. And Mrudu, coming on to the Mrudu. Mrudu means a softness or fragility. So the property which is bring about the softness or fragility to the body is known as a Mrudu gun or soft gun. It aggravates the cough and subsides the Vata Pitta. It brings about the fragility to the tissue, liquefies the malas. Example of this property are St. Madhu and Errand tail. So coming on to the snigdha gun or oiliness gun or unchiness gun, the quality which provide the oily appearance or unchiness is known as a snigdha. It will provide smoothness, moisture and oily nature to the body. It subsides vat and aggravates the kapha. It provides the tonicity to the tissues and regulates the movement of the malas. So example of the Snigdha Guna property substance are the Drut and Sigru. So coming on to the next property, that is the uh, Madhur property. So Madhur property is the sweet taste. So the character which tempt an individual to consume the entire material is known as a Madhura Bhava. It indicates that people are attracted towards it owing to the sweet nature. So it is considered as a Vata Pitta Shambhak and Kapha Vardhak. What are the action of this Madhura Guna? That is Dhatu Vardhan, Ojo Vardhan and Indriya Prasadan. So some of the example of the Madhur Guna are the that is grapes, bananas, honey, and or the sweets that we are consume, they become under the Madhur Guna property. Now Stiram. Stira means that is the stability or immobility. So the quality which brings about immobility or firmness is known as a stira guna. It mainly restricts the falling of air, mustache, bodily hair, bone, nails, teeth, veins, ligament, arteries, semen. So that it means that it provides the strength to the many of the tissues and skin appendage. So it acts as a kaphavardhak and subside vata, strengthens all the dhatus, control stool or faces or flatus. So it is about the stir gun. Next, last, that is the pichila guna or stickiness or sliminess. So the quality which is responsible for the stickiness of a substance is known as a pichila guna. It will have a coating effect over the tissues. So it aggravates the cough and subsides the vata. It improves the dhatu and it provides the stickiness to the excreta. So some of the example of the Pichoguna, Pichil Guna is the Asti Sanharak and Ballata. So it is about the properties of the Kapha Guna. Now coming on to the functions of the Kapha Guna. So they are the Sneo Bandh Stiratum, Cha Gauravam, Ursta, Balam, Kshama, Dhruti, Alova, Cha Kapha Karma, Avikara. So the functions of the kapha dosha is the sneo. Sneo means that it provides the oiliness to the body, hairs, and internal structures. So it is also provided lubrication. Bandh means the cohesion of the joints. Siratvam means the stability. It provides the stability to the physical and mental shift. Gaurav, that is the heaviness. Vrushta, that is the virility, that is the potency or reproductive power. Bal means the strength. So these are the physical properties. Now coming on to the psychological property, that kshama, that is forgiveness, druti, the retention power, alobha, it is the alobha means the known greediness. So these are the normal functions of the kapha dosh. Whenever the kapha in normal form, it exhibits this physical and as well as the psychological function. Now coming on to uh, the gross function of the kapha dosha is that soma evam sharire श्लेष्म अंतर्गत कुपिता कुपिता शुभाशुभानि करोति तद्यथा तड्यम शैथिल्यम उपचय काशम उत्साह आलस्यम रुष्टा क्लिप्ता ज्ञान अज्ञान बुद्धि मोह इत्यादि चपरानि द्वंद्व नीति. So the som by dwelling in within the kapha inside the body, it bring about the good or bad effects according to its normal or abnormal status. So for example, dradya or setilyam. So if it is a normal, it is responsible for the providing the strength, strongness in our body. So if it is not in the normal active form, so it may create the shaitilya, that is the looseness, and it is responsible upachay, growth, development, and karsha whenever it is not normal, it is not in for normal form, it may be create the depletion or reduction of the tissues. And utsaha, whenever it is coffee is in the normal form, it is responsible for the providing enthusiasm. Alasya, whenever it is in the abnormal form, it creates a lot of laziness. Vrukshta, so virality, that is the reproductive power. Klipta, impotency. Jnanam, that is the knowledge. It is responsible for knowledge, for perception of the knowledge. Ajnana, if it is in abnormal form, it creates the ignorance. Buddhi means the discrimination power, and moha means that trance state. So it is about the normal functioning status of the kapha dosha. So now we discuss about the general and as well as the specific location of the kapha dosha. So Ashtanga in Ashtanga there is a stanza about the general and specific location of the kapha. Actually, kapha is spread throughout the body, but depending upon but on the basis of the treatment purpose, physicians are explaining the some of the general and as well as specific location for the kapha. So they are the Urakanta Sira Kloma Parvani Amase Raso Medogranam Cha Jiva Cha Kafasya Sutram Pura. So it means that the cup dosh, that is Urakanta Sira Klom Parvani Amasyasa Amasya Rasa Medogranam Cha Jiva Cha Kafasya Sutram Ura. Ura, that is general location. Ura means chest. Kant, that is the throat. Shira, so that is the head. Cloma, so chroma, it is a one of the controversial organ. Normally, in physician in different contexts, so they have explained the different organs in concern with the cloma word. Especially, so cloma is related to the Udakvastrotas. So, whatever the organ which is responsible for the maintaining the udak or fluid quantity in our body, so that entity, that organ may be considered as a cloma. So here we consider as a cloma maybe lung, maybe yकृत, maybe pancreas, or maybe the one of the structure of the brain, so which are basically a concern to the regulate the fluid in our body, so they may all consider as a the part of the cloma. Now parvani means that, so these are small joints. Amasya, that is the stomach. Rasa, that is the nutritious fluid which is present in our body. Medo, med, which is present in our body. Granum, so the which is present in the nose nasal indriya, the granindriya or nose structure, jiva, that is the tongue. So these are the some general location in which that the specific location according as per the Ashtanga Hriday. So here that is mistakenly written as a Charak Sutrasthan. So but it is this Tenja is from the Ashtanga Hriday, and as per the as per the Ashtang Hriday and Charak, the general or specific location for the kapha is the ura, chest. As per the Sushrut, the general location, the specific location of the kapha is the amase. And as per the Kashyap, the specific location for the kapha is the hriday. So it is about the general and as well as the specific location of the kapha dosha. So it is about the some of this introduction to the kapha dosha in basic way. Thank you.